how are you? My name is Mackie and welcome to Mackie Really Reads. So today's video, I am going to be recommending some black romance books. This is my first ever video recommending black romance books. I'm very excited to represent some black love. One of the reasons why I'm actually doing this video is because when I was looking for black romances, like the very few people I would get is like Kennedy Ryan, Christina C. Jones, Danielle Ellen, and I just wanted more. I just didn't want to be recommending Kennedy Ryan, although she's like a goat and like we all love her, all of her books are great, but I just wanted to read more because I know there's so many more authors that are just as good as her, honestly. And also as a creator, I just felt like I wasn't really, not like doing my job, but I didn't really know what I was talking about when it came to black romances. Like I would only recommend Kennedy Ryan and Christina C. Jones, and I just didn't want to be that kind of creator that just recommends like just the popular people, you know, because there's so many great writers and there's so many great stories. And yeah, I found a lot of really good books. I have some historical, slow burn, small town, marriage in trouble, second chance romance, some grown folk type of love, like the characters are older, much older. Okay, so the first book that I'm actually going to recommend is again by G.L. Seegars, right? Seegars, something like that. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but this book is a second chance romance. It is a novella, so you feel like you're not really going to get a lot, but the way the author writes this book is just so beautiful. Like, I absolutely loved this story. It really does remind me of Forget Me Not by Q.B. Tyler, except without the amnesia trope, but it really does feel like that book. I like this one more than Forget Me Not. Jackson and Amina, their siblings are getting married, so they are going to their wedding. It's on a yacht on a private island. I think it's like Puerto Rico or something. They're just going somewhere, and yeah, they're trying to figure stuff out. They were like, you know what, we still have this chemistry, we still like each other in the physical sense, so we're just gonna do it. That's all, no emotions, nothing involved, but you know, a true romance, emotions are always there, and we get to know the full story, and it is just so sad. It is so sad. The way he loves her is the way everybody wants to be loved. Like as a girl, you just want to be loved like that. It's so beautiful, it's so amazing. I gave it 5 stars, even though it was a novella. I hardly ever give novellas 5 stars because obviously they're just too short, but this one, so good. I loved it. The second book that I actually have this cover, but I'm on vacation, so I don't have it with me right now, is The Davenports by Krystal Marquis. Now this book is people call it kind of the Black Bridgerton. So yeah, a lot of people compare it to Bridgerton. So this story follows 4 characters. It follows Ruby, Olivia, Amy Rose, and Helen. They have their own love stories. Now Olivia, she's very much like Olivia Pope, literally like Olivia Pope in the historical sense. Like her family is very rich. It's one of the first wealthy black family in Chicago, so she has a lot to live up to. She is in her second season, because the first one didn't go so well. She didn't find someone that she wanted to marry. Now she's really looking to get married. She just wants to get it over and done with. She just wants to be a wife. She meets someone that could potentially be her husband, but then there's someone else. So it is a love triangle with Olivia and 2 guys. And then we have Helen, who is Olivia's sister. She is a tomboy. She just loves mechanics and, you know, engineering and fixing cars and stuff. So she falls in love with someone she's not supposed to fall in love with. It is very forbidden, very forbidden, but it was such a beautiful story. And then we have Ruby, who is Olivia's best friend. She is a spoiled brat. At the beginning, I will tell you, like, I did not like her at all. Like, she was so annoying. Oh my goodness, she was so annoying. But she really is going through a lot. Her family, well, her dad wants to be a mayor, so they can't be living the same life they've been living. So they kind of have to cut down on their costs and donate a lot of stuff. And she's just like, you know what, I don't want this. I just want to be a rich bitch, and that is all. So she's always had a crush on Olivia's sister, John. He is heir to his dad's business, the carriage business. So it's a little tricky because you don't really know their dynamics. Like, they've liked each other, but it's never gone too far. Then she meets someone else, and she has kids. He is so adorable. Who does she fall in love with? I am not gonna tell you, but I'm very happy with her decision. I loved who she fell in love with. I felt like they really they gel well. Like, they make sense. You know what I mean? And then we have Amy Rose, who's one of my favorites. She is a worker there. She does Olivia's hair, and she fixes the girl. She has to get ready. She cleans up, and she's just a worker in the Davenports house. But she's really good with hair, and she's always wanted to have her own salon. So she is like saving penny by penny to make her dream come true. Then she falls in love with John Davenport, who is, like I said, the heir to the Davenports throne family business. Their story, their love story, is so beautiful. It's poor girl falls in love with rich boy. Love that trope. I don't know why this year, but I've just been loving this trope so much. So it's really great. I loved Amy Rose. She is such a beautiful character. I loved Ruby. I will say those two are my favorite characters in the book. So let me know if you read this book and who you like. I want to know. Then we have Gravity by Ashley Nicole. This is one of my favorite books in the entire world. It will go down in history as my top 5 favorite books. This book is about Seven and Cass. They have been friends with benefits for a long time, for a couple of years. She's never wanted to get involved with someone because she has a big responsibility that she kind of has, and she kind of has a lot to deal with. She has a lot on her plate, and she feels like she cannot be in a relationship. She's taking care of someone. We see it at the beginning of the story, who she's taking care of. It's such a sad story, but like, honestly, I just loved everything about the story. Cass is a single dad as well. There's a lot of drama when it comes to him being a dad and stuff. So not in that typical sense, but in a sense of, this is actually so beautiful of how a man or a dad really just has to take care of his son and be there for his son. It was so beautiful. I really like that representation. I haven't really read a lot of books where the dad has to or be there for their child, quote unquote, in that sense. So that was very beautiful. And next book I want to recommend is Love on Replay by Monica Walters. This follows 2 grown-up folks. Like, they are in their 40s, mid-50s, I think. The heroine in the story, she has been in a relationship with someone who is an addict. He is the father of her kids. She's had enough, she's stuck by him for so long, and now she just feels like, I just want to be me. I just want to be happy. I don't have much time left in this world, so I'm just gonna be free, gonna do whatever I want, and it's time. My kids are grown. It's time for me to just be happy and think about myself and put myself first. And the hero in the story lost his wife a couple of years ago. They have built a family, but now, he's all alone. He kind of wants to start again being in a relationship. He's kind of dabbled in the dating world, but when he meets the heroine, he's like, she's such a breath of fresh air. She's so beautiful and kind. She has this energy. I feel like she'll really get along with my kids, and my kids will love her. And it's such a beautiful story. It is spicy. it is spicy, I will say that. It is the beginning of a really big series. Like, the parents start off, and then each kid of theirs has a book. So if you really want to get into a big series that's like found family, everyone gets their love story, you should probably read the series. The next book I want to recommend is Colliding with Fate by AE Valdez. Everybody loves AE Valdez. This is the first story that I wanted to read of hers. I know the other famous one. I think it has to do with sunshine, something about sunshine. But I just wanted to start with the story. I really just love the cover, and I don't know, I just wanted to do something different. Like, everybody will be going right, and I'll just be like, I'm just gonna take a lift. Okay, I'll see you there. I'm just gonna take a lift. That's literally me. I just do what I want. I'm not gonna follow anyone or anything. This story is about Carol and Quinn. Quinn is a nurse, so her family is rich, but she just doesn't want to be a socialite and just get married and be a quote unquote housewife. She doesn't want to do that. She wants to have her own career, have her own money, and make her own decisions. So once she lets her parents know, her parents are like, well, you're on your own. so she has a lot to do by herself, but it's not as traumatic as I'm making it seem. But yo, it is kind of traumatic for her because all her parents want is just for her to get married. They don't really care about anything else. And Kyrell, he owns his own business. He hasn't really had a good relationship with his dad or his stepmom. There's a lot of secrets. He absolutely despises his parents. At the beginning of the story, he goes to have lunch, like literally he has lunch with his parents like once a year, and then his dad tells him like, oh, I'm dying. I just want to have this relationship with you. I know I haven't been there for you, but I just really just want to be your dad or be your friend, just be something in your life. And he's like, no, absolutely not. But after a few chapters, he's like, okay, I'll just give it a try, we'll just have dinner. So we get to see him trying to repay his relationship with his dad, which is so beautiful. But I just really loved how they were just like, I like you, you're the one for me, but I'm not gonna put a title on it. Which is like, are you dumb? Like, everyone can see it, like everyone can see this. But I loved it. It was kind of funny but annoying as well, because it's like, just be together already. You're not dating anyone else. We obviously know you guys like each other, so yeah. But very nice. Then the next book that I want to recommend is 2-Minute Warning by Alexandra Warren. I think this is the second book of this series. It's a sports series. He's a basketball player, right? No, I think he's a football player, and he wants to be quarterback. He's kind of vying for the quarterback position, and he just wants to be all in his career. But he goes to this housewarming party, which is the heroine's house, and she shoots her shot. She's like, you cute, I like you, do you want to hang out? And he's like, no. But obviously they get together, such a good friendship at the beginning. They just are like two peas in a pod. They like each other so much. They get along so well, which I love. I love when like two characters can just get along and just gel well. Like, it's really difficult to find someone who you can just gel well and like not have many hiccups or have like arguments with someone. Like, who wants to be arguing with someone? Not me. Like, I could kill this. I couldn't actually. Nope, I couldn't kill this. Yep, that's the better way to say it. I couldn't kill this. Literally could. Next book I want to recommend is Luca by Grey Huffington. I love Luca. Daddy Luca. Literally, the only person that can ever compete with Luca is my boyfriend Brandon. Yes, Brandon beats him, but I'm just being biased, because I'm his girlfriend or whatever. But Luca literally reminds me so much of my boyfriend. Luca is amazing. Luca is just the man you want by your side forever and ever and ever. He's a man you want to like back you up and be there for you forever. He's someone you can count on, and he's very responsible, very kind. He gets the job done. He takes no bullshit from anyone, including Eva is running away from a relationship. It's an abusive relationship. She has 2 kids, so it is a single mom romance. She goes to Channing, which is a small town. She meets her best friend. Her name is Lyric. She has her own book. So Lyric is like, I'll take care of you. I'll help you, whatever you and your kids need, I'll be here for you. Then one day, I think a couple of weeks after Eva has been in Channing, Lyric is like, we're gonna have to go fetch my brother. And she's like, what? What brother? Like, what are you talking about? What kind of brother are you talking about? I've never met your brother. I didn't even know you had another brother. Something of that line. Like, she has never met him, but she knows about him. Yeah, that's more like it. She knows about him, but she's never met him. That is because he's been incarcerated for the past 8 years. So the day they meet, she's literally fetching him from prison. Which you're like, what? And like a week later, they start dating. I can explain. Firstly, I can explain, okay? Luca is a rich man. He's been very responsible with his money. His parents are rich, his family is rich. He's got everything lined up with his life, which you wouldn't think so for someone who's been incarcerated. I mean, Eva's life is more upside down or not in line as his life is, which is strange, I know. But yeah, that's just the type of man that he is. when he gets out, he sees her. It's like love at first sight. So if you don't like love at first sight, no, read it, please. Read it. If it's just like, I don't want to do this, you know, I love lyrics, she's my best friend, what if we don't get along, what happens then? And he's like, listen, you're the one for me, you're mine, your kids, I'm gonna love them as they were mine, even though I don't have kids. We're just gonna do it, okay? We're just gonna be happy. I'm gonna give you a dream life. He really does that. He's a man of his word, and I love it. Luca is so kind and brutal as well, like kind and brutal as well, which we all need. He takes no bullshit, and I love that. I love a man that doesn't take any bullshit from anyone. And the last book that I want to recommend is Love Notes by Christina C. Jones. This book starts off, they have a one-night stand. She is starting her business, I think, and he doesn't want to be in a relationship, but they see each other a couple of weeks later. They start hanging out, start texting, and yeah, they start getting in a relationship. There's a lot of demons that the heroine has to face. It's very much like Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. So if you like Long Shot, you will definitely, no, not Long Shot, Hook Shot, the third book in the Hook series, that Hoops series, yes. The third book in the Hoop series by Kennedy Ryan. It's like Hook Shot, not Long Shot. So it is very beautiful. A lot of trauma. I wouldn't call it dark, but it does deal with some heavy topics. So just be clear on all of that and know what you're getting into when you read these books. So yeah, I absolutely loved it. I gave you 3.5 stars. Chemistry, no, I think I gave 4 stars. Yeah, chemistry was amazing. Love their dialogue, love their interactions, love this whole story. Yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for deciding to watch this video, and I'll see you all next time.